Tell me your story any day, but please do not tell me about your diet. You're a registered fucking dietitian. Isn't that what you do? Alice Baker, RD. All right. Is this it looks like a soliloquy. Is this a poem? Alice Baker? All right. So let's actually read her education. So Alice Baker, when you're listing all your letters at the end of your post, it pretty much means you don't know what to, I would go as far to say, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If you're trying to virtue signal, like, look at all my letters that I've paid for. Look at all the debt that I'm in. I have all these certifications. I must know what I'm talking about. MSRD, CEDRID, S, LMHC, LDN, FUCKYOU. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? You're listing all those.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Look, if you're a moron and you have 10 certifications, it doesn't make you less of a moron. Okay? You still have to say correct shit. You still have to make sense. So let's read this post. To those who think promoting their diets are good conversation. It's a good start. It's a good opener. I would rather hear about your dreams than your latest diet. Okay.
Go fuck yourself.
Let's talk about dreams. I would rather talk about your latest diet than to hear about your fucking dreams. Have you ever talked to anyone about their fucking dreams? Listening to someone else's dreams it's the worst. Listening to someone else's dreams is like the worst thing ever. It makes no sense, even to them. And you hear, you're like, what? This story it's not even a story. It's terrible. All right. I would rather hear about your passions than about how much weight you have lost. Okay. That sounds like an amazing fucking turnaround for their health. So
Matt Damon.
You sound like an asshole. I don't want to hear about your amazing progress. Just tell me about your passions. Maybe they have a passion for taking care of their body. I would rather hear about your longings and desires rather than about how much healthier you are now. What? Your longings and desires. Are you going on long walks? Do you like long walks on the beach, Alice? I would rather hear about what breaks your heart and what brings you joy than about what foods you don't eat anymore. Alice, what kind of conversations are you having with people? You don't sound like, what are you doing? If everyone's having a conversation with you and they're talking about like, oh yeah, I don't eat, I haven't had bread in a while. And you're like, no, tell me what breaks your heart. Tell me what brings you joy. Not reading your dumbass fucking Instagram post, Alice. Tell me your story any day, but please do not tell me about your diet. You are a registered dietitian, you fucking gunch. You fucking gunch.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
It says Alice Baker, RD. Tell me your story any day, but please do not tell me about your diet. You're a registered fucking dietitian. Isn't that what you do? Isn't that what you're supposed to be good at? Isn't that supposed to be your passion, Alice? To be a registered dietitian, to help people with their diets? Isn't that supposed to be your fucking passion? Isn't that your profession? Isn't that something that you want to do with your life? Isn't that why you're studying it? Isn't that why you're an MSRD, CEDRID, S, LMHC, LDN? Isn't that why your is Alice Baker, RD? Sounds like it's your fucking job. Sounds like you hate your fucking job and you wish you didn't do it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. How about that? Or step aside and let someone with intelligence take over. We got a caption though here too. Jesus Christ. How fucking much do you have to write about this? There's more? You wrote a story in the post and now you wrote a story in the caption. There are many who are in the quote high of their diets who want to share it with the world. However, this impulse is dangerous for many reasons. It can harm others. Full stop. Full stop. All right. I'm about to go off on this fucking shit. I'm about to go
Sell
off.
crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
You have freedom of speech. You talk about whatever the fuck you want. It can harm others who are trying desperately. Fuck others. Yeah, I said it. If they can't handle seeing a fucking Instagram post, and oh my God, it can harm others. If we had to tiptoe around everything because it could harm someone, we wouldn't get anything accomplished. Okay, it can harm others. Sure, it can, doesn't mean it will. And if it does harm others, then they need to work on themselves. They shouldn't be on the internet. Come on, man. It can harm others who are trying desperately to heal from an eating disorder or the impacts of chronic dieting. So let's not talk about nutrition ever again, because someone might hear it that might take it personally. Someone might hear it and not like it and have a bad side effect of their own mental disorder. You know, you can't protect everyone. This isn't a safe space, is the internet, Alice. Alice is a new Karen, apparently. Okay, Alice. Don't ask Alice. Get it? Get it? That was a good one. It can spur others to start a diet and possibly lead them to an eating disorder. No, eating disorders usually don't work like that, but okay. And then, I'm assuming you want to know, but then if the diet doesn't end up working out, it can lead to a much lower low and a lonely place. A much lower low and a lonely place. All right, how about eating healthily, changing your lifestyle habits? It doesn't have to be called a diet. I mean, I have a diet. A diet is just what you eat. So you're talking about doing something dumb. And like I always say, you can't build a square wheel and expect it to roll. Doesn't mean wheels don't work. It just means you don't know how to make a fucking wheel. You don't know how to eat properly. Okay, you can fail. It's okay to fail. It's okay to do something wrong. But just don't act like you can't fucking be a healthy person just because you did something wrong in your life. All right. Yeah, I don't like how this virtue signaling is all like about shielding people with eating disorders. Everyone that I talk to, and Tracy just commented on that. I just see your comment here. And everyone that's part of the Swole fam that actually listens to the podcast that has eating disorders is always like, what the fuck are these people talking about? People with actual eating disorders have been diagnosed. You know, a lot of times people self-diagnose this stuff, but like, you know, all right. If you are someone who is on a high of a diet and we see each other somewhere, here's me letting you know that I would rather talk to you about your hopes, your passions, your dreams, your story. Your story. Tell me your story. Okay, Daddy. Tell me your story. They're telling you their story of what they've been doing lately. Your heartache? Let's see. I want to talk about all my progress lately. No, tell me about your heartache. Your joy, your love, your career, your loved ones, or your desires. Oh, let me tell you about my desire, Alice. My desire to slap you across, I would say slap you across the face with my knowledge cock, but I would hate to do that in person. Virtual. Just put that salty ball bag around your chin. In theory, of course. But you don't want to talk about diets of just salty, vinegary nuts. How about no more talking? How about experiencing it? Oh, God, this is really weird. I would rather connect deeper than the latest fad diet or how much weight you have lost. You're a registered dietitian. I would rather sit with you, listen, hear more about your life. And please know, I don't want to hear about your diet from a registered dietitian. Very nice. Round of applause for Alice Baker, the registered dietitian that doesn't want to hear about your fucking diet. Sounds like you're going to get a lot done. Sounds like you've helped a lot of people, Alice. Keep it up, and we'll be sending no one your way. Congratulations.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You and I get a laugh out of me. talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a running crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go.